Today on TriRiot, newsworthy news. Welcome to TriRiot, the show that explores the mysteries of why ordinary people push themselves to extraordinary limits. I'm LG, host of the show, and there's a bunch of news going on. First of all, welcome to 2017. It's the start of a great year. So here's the news that I promised you. Gwen Jorgensen is gonna have a baby. That makes me want to break out into my Latino DJ, Chewy. Buenas noticias, felicitaciones, Gwen Jorgensen. Congratulations, Gwen. I'm happy for you. I'm a little bit sad that we're not going to see you competing this year. I guess according to your Instagram account, the baby is due, August of 2017. If you're lucky, if you're really lucky, the baby will be born on July 21st instead of August because all cool people, the best people in the world, are born on July 21st. Just saying, you know. Also in the news, there's an Ironman TV show called Ironman Quest for Kona. They put out a casting call just recently. Unfortunately, the deadline to apply for that casting call is February 6th of 2017. If you're watching this video after that time, don't bother applying. But here's the thing. Ironman is going to follow 10 age group athletes as they prepare for their qualifying race that will hopefully get them to Kona. There are no guarantees. This is, I suppose, somewhat of a reality show, somewhat of a documentary. I'm all about this. It's about the age grouper. It's going to show what age groupers go through. Of course, if they're trying to qualify for Kona, they're looking at the top level of age grouper, the elite of the elite, but that's okay. They're age groupers. They have lives, families, jobs, and everything, responsibilities as well as all other age groupers. But I think this is going to be awesome. In fact, I'm even going to put in my application to see if they'll choose me to be on their show. A long shot on that, I know. Ironman, again in the news, has come back by popular demand. The Ironman Tour Series, the North American Tour Series, that they have 6 tours. There are 3 races in each tour, and if you take part in the tour, you get special recognition, you get a special medal. The races, apparently, the way they describe it, they're spaced out so that you can have A and B races appropriately spaced. But they've got one called the Empire State Tour, which is Syracuse, Lake Placid 70.3, is that right? And Lake Placid, Southern Charm Tour. Wisconsin, all about Wisconsin. They've got one in California and Colorado, blah, 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 blah. That's really about it. This is shaping up to be an awesome year. If you remember, if you saw in, I think it was my previous episode, I talked about motivation. You know, that was the episode with Elizabeth Modell and John Ragg, the Iron couple. And I talked about motivation. Well, this is my Fitbit here. I can take that off. This is my motivation, all right? This is my race bracelet from Ironman North Carolina. For those of you, if you're not familiar with Ironman races, in fact, a lot of triathlons do this. They give you a bracelet that you wear. It gets you into transition. It gets you into the banquets. It basically says, you're an athlete, you know? Well, I kept wearing it after the race, and the reason was motivation, because I didn't have any races or anything to really look forward to after Ironman North Carolina, so I just kept wearing it, and every time I'd be on the bike or every time I'd run, I'd look at it, and it would give me motivation. It would give me that focus of the future. Well, I don't need it anymore, because I have signed up for actually 3 races so far, and there will probably be another one if I do get on that Ironman TV show. I am going to race in an Ironman this year. But I signed up for just a local sprint called the Azalea Sprint, and that one's great. But then the big one is wait for it, here it comes,
the USA Triathlon National Championships in Omaha, Nebraska.
That's right. I qualified for the national championships back in September when I did the race in Malibu. So I have motivation. Other than this, it's time to cut this off. All right, so before I cut this thing off of my wrist, what I normally do is I buy a really cheap frame. I go to Walmart, buy very cheap frames. I put my race bibs in there for the Ironman races. And normally I'll put down below the bib, I'll put my athlete bracelet. And for the other 3 races I've done, that's what I've done there. So that's what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to cut it off. There we go. All right. I am free of that. Oh my gosh, it is nasty. Oh my gosh, it's moldy too. That's disgusting. Ew. Okay. All right. I'm going to mount that. All right. There we have it. I've got my bib and this ratty old wristband down here. That's crazy. Okay, I know. And actually, talking about motivation, this year I have another reason to race. And about a week ago, my brother-in-law, Larry Harris, passed away very unexpectedly. Took all of us by surprise. I'm still in shock, actually, over it. But it's another reason for me to race, because Larry was an incredible athlete in college, and he loved sports. And because of that, I kind of hold a special place for him in my heart. But also, he was my brother-in-law, and I loved him dearly. In fact, I knew him before my sister knew him. But anyway, that's another reason for me to run, another person to carry with me when I race and when I train. So God bless you, Larry. We love you. And thank you for your contributions to not only the world of sports, but to everything. All right. I hate to end on a sad note, but to celebrate someone's life really isn't that sad. Until next time, stay to the right, pass on the left, and keep on smiling. For TriRiot, I'm LG.